reference diameter?
Okay, listen to this first. When we are doing the rotational flattening or any flattening point, we are not doing decolleting.
Yeah.
We are just doing a plan about state. What we are doing is getting the cracking the calcium so that the balloon can expand and your stent will be inflated. So no debulking. Also the debulking is the wrong one. The plaque modification and you show those artificial that the cuts have been made. So you see that now? Yeah. So look at that one shown. See the cuts interruption of the circular calcium which you see on the iris. It is shown there. Yeah, exactly. It is shallow.
Right.
It is okay. That's everything. And even I can tell you, some people are concerned about to do 1.25 hours. That way people are asking me here, will you do 1.25 hours? I said nothing wrong even in 1.25 hours. You can't do. So also there is what we just need to create a crack. The balloon dilates, the stent will expand. Ultimately, what are we doing with all those devices? Our stent expansion and acquisition.
Dr. Vinita will say something.
Let me complete it. 2.5 and we are going to 12 atmosphere here. And the question here is, we still have a rotor. Why? Because if I need to do bigger rotor, I can do the 1 times 7 the 6 times. Secondly, if we decide the balloon did not expand the area,
So,
then we take the rotor out and give the ideal. We have the ideal value also.
right. Samin,
Based on the truth, will be okay. Now I can answer the question.
yeah, one question from Dr. Shah, and then I will ask the question. What type of balloon would you go with, the OPN balloon or regular NC balloon or IVL? Regular NC balloon.
Yeah, I can tell you ideal, if the cost of the ideal is the same.
Yes.
Balloon, then yeah, we do it ideal. Nothing wrong with that. But ideal cost is quite different. And that's why I would just say, would we go with the
Dr. Samin, just I'm just asking you this one because it's very much, Dr. Samin, it's very much important to know, obviously, the reference diameter also, because the bar you are telling that upscaling you can increase the bar with 1.75 or not. Before that one, we need to know the reference diameter of this vessel because more than 0.6. The ratio of the bar is not good enough because that will cause luminal loss more. So that is, I want to see from the IVAS, I didn't see that one, so I couldn't understand that one actually. So IVAS is very much important for this sort of issues to understand, especially for the fellows to know that how much the reference diameter is, and then to choose that which armamentarium you are going to use there.
No, I would say this.
So what is the reference diameter according to your IVAS?
Diameter is there. That's the IVAS, yeah. So I would say that what we are going to decide what to use is not on the reference diameter, but based on the calcium. That's what we are going to decide. Only thing is that strategy and we still whether ideally is still better in this case or rotor pressure is better, we don't know. There is no comparison. We know all those. But yes, we have data wise, ideal is safer, does not require steep very water, learning curve, very simple learning curve. And so that's one advantage of the IPL. Negative of the IPL is it cannot go in some cases. It cannot go to limited part and you can thick and the wrong reason. So this is a life 48 and he is giving me the idea of this particular case because we saw that the leader expanded very nicely.
Yeah, and it's nice that you're keeping the second wire here. It allows you to cut into the calcium. And I agree with what your comment was about. You're just looking to make a crack in the calcium. If you make the crack, then hopefully the lesion should expand. That's all you're looking for. I also think with the 1.5 burr, I hardly.
Reference is to difference. That's a little about 2.5 millimeters. We did a 1.5, which is good. That is down to about that. Just about 0.4 or 0.5, that's what I say. Don't be beyond 0.6. So this we have deployed, instead has been expanded, we have to do post-dialing, and then we do the IVAS to see whether we need to further optimization of beyond 2.5.
So
That's it's 2.5 by IVAS.
very good. Samin, Vinita Shah has a comment. Vinita.
Yes. So I was just going to say. that it's nice that in that one area you have concentric calcium, because that's really, if for some reason the balloon did not expand, that's the only area that you would get a target for IVL. IVL doesn't work so great in the areas with eccentric plaque, and as you mentioned, it's a lower lesion.
No, she's agreeing with you that rotor creating the crack in the calcium is the most important and the plaque modification rather than debulking. And she's commenting that in case if that doesn't work, then you can use IVL. Right, Benito? She's coming to make a comment.
She's saying that IVL works really great simply in the area where it's concentric calcium, where it's that napkin ring, if it doesn't go up with the balloon. I also really like the fact that you kept the second wire, the rotor wire in place, because when you're ballooning with an NC balloon, that sort of ends up acting like a cutter, and you end up cutting into the calcium some more, having the second wire behind the NC balloon. But IVL won't work well in the distal lesions where there's eccentric calcium.
That's very good point. That IVL is very good for the concentric lesion, and although there are some data have come now, and we have actually personal experience with accumulating data about 150 IVLs there. That nodule, the calcium nodule, IVL had a tough time. It just doesn't shave it. While orbital rotations, then we can shave the part of the nodule, but IVL does not.
Yeah, so if you don't have orbital atherectomy in your lab, and if you don't have IVL, there are some tricks to do with ROTA, where you can either switch out the wire to a stiffer wire and create a bias a little bit to get at some of the eccentric calcium, or you can go, and this you have to do much more cautiously, but you can go at a slower speed to try to create an orbital motion with the ROTA. But that's if you don't have these other options in the lab.
Same thing that you also change the position of the wire, if you direct your body to the eccentric area of the vessel.
Exactly.
That you make an orbital exactly by changing the wire position.
Right, you're switching out to a stiffer wire. And then finally, the question about the 125 and the 15 burr. I also just go to a 15 burr. I hardly ever do a 125 burr. If the 15 burr is not going at the 160, 180 RPMs, I'll go up to 200, 210 to really get into that. And only when at higher RPMs at 210, 220, I can't go through while I use a 125 burr.
The key is that which condition you go beyond your 150, 160, which is the prescribed in 160, 180, the smaller part. The key is that once you cannot cross, you have done 2 times ablation, and you cannot cross through, you can always crank up your speed. Clearly, ablation efficiency goes down at the lowest speed. You want to go to the highest speed. This is a, you see, nice extension. One of you are about 2.5 millimeter circular lumen. You can see there no dissection. But the more important is the proximal distance second. And you see here, there is a calcium. But the question is how is the lumen proximally? Angiography is look back.
I think Dr. Samin, in one part of the mid part of the standard segment, your IVUS catheter was very much hard to cross. So that part I think has got some sort of post-dilatation, reticulous more post-dilatation would be necessary there.
What we do is, it could be just a one line, because of that, and more importantly, we look to the area of the disc. That is the tightest region, if we need to go with a 2.75 balloon, and 12 atmosphere. So that's it. Study the IVUS run once a week. That's what
Dr. Samin, we have Dr. Imam Sevan asked. Would you please tell something, Sevan?
I think I'll do the same. I mean, lucky here is absolutely mandatory. And by IVUS, after the stent deployment, it seems to have a good expansion and composition. I think it is a long stent and need to be tapered accordingly to the anatomy. So approximately, I'll pose that date with larger balloon.
I agree with you. Post-dilating with larger balloon proximal slightly under is just in the proximal segment.
Dr. Vinita, not only that one, the 1.25 versus 1.5, that's two different, physically also, it's totally different.
Yeah, they're
So
different
that's why
shapes.
the 1.5 is better to take rather than 1.5.
Agreed, 100%. 1.5 is my go-to. The 125's got a different shape to it. It's got that little bullet shape, and there is a somewhat higher risk of a track movement. So we just start off with a 1.5 burr, and if we need to, we'll go to higher speeds rather than scale down in the bursts.
Dr. Fazila Madam, do you want to supplement something? Yes.
So great case, very interesting demonstration. I just wanted to know, do you have any plans with the diagonal?
Yes, so question is, that do we do the diagonal based on everything or go to the cell first? So we'll do diagonal offline. No, our plan is yes, to go for the diagonal, but we'll do offline. We want to just show that, and that will be the PPCM set. So there is enough room there, and we want to just show the circles that growth of this the same system which we have.
Great, thank you.
The growth of where are we done over the wire system or fine cross with our same two wires.
Dr. Samin, we have Dr. Shahabuddin Talukdar with us. Dr. Shahabuddin Talukdar, would you please supplement something?
Thank you very much. I'm there to Jaipur college. So I went after very the case. One question, Dr. Samin, regarding the diagonal. You didn't why the diagonal? Is it your common practice?
No, actually, the question is, let's go to the previous picture. You manage? Yeah. Now, there's a large vessel. I mean, it could be that control. That's not doing a such a good result. That is where really I say that the law is that you have to.
Dr. Arun Maski, would you please say something?
Basically, that diagonal can be managed with extra dose of metaphor. I fully agree with that.
Yeah, personally, I think diagonal should be 3 flow. Best is to leave alone and do a circle. That's what I do.
Any question from the audience, please?
Leave the diagonal alone, and I think the best thing is to optimize the LED stent. It looks like a minimal stent area of 4.86, so we can do further post-dilatation after visualizing the circumflex rotor. Yeah. Yes.
Approximately I bring 2.75 and I go with the 24 atmosphere. Idea is that we need at least a 6 millimeter lumen. Right now it is 4.9. We definitely need to get a 6 in the LED. And we are ready with the circumflex here.
Yeah.
All points ready. Check closely once again.
While you're doing that, Samin, you're talking about calcified nodule. Do you recommend the rotor shock or orbital shock?
With that one, I would say rotor.
Rotor followed by shock wave?
Yeah, orbital also has been shown that we can use 2 cases of the orbital shaving of the vectors.
Yeah. Becomes very expensive for us in the United States, right?
Every day it's the same issue. Cost there also is quite good. Same ideal cost.
Right.
Ideal cost is there up to $4,500 just like here. I'm going to do this rotor wire. So, will not do. So 3 steps of diameter, tensions taken out at the Y connector at concept, Y connector back and forth, and tap on the diameter, stay speed, so it doesn't happen anything. And now we are ready for the circumflex heavily tension. And see this now. I'm going to take a one position to make a 450 direction. So I have the sense of weight.